Hey there, everyone. Hope you are having a great week. Welcome back to our podcast, where we are diving deeper into the awesome book From Strength to Strength. Today, we are covering tips 4 through 6 on how to live a meaningful second half of life. So, grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's jump in. 4. Get back to basics. Everyone wonders why success doesn't always feel as good as you thought it would. Why does that thrill of hitting a goal fade so fast? A lot of us chase a bucket list, climb that mountain, buy that dream car, land that big job, and we think it will make us happy forever. But here's the thing, it doesn't. That's because of something psychologists call the hedonic adaptation. Basically, we get used to the good stuff and then it stops feeling special. You achieve one goal and boom, you are already chasing the next one. The author points out that we need to ask ourselves, what am I really after? Is it money, power, pleasure, or fame? These are the 4 big temptations, according to philosopher Thomas Aquinas. They sound great, but they are all about external validation, not inner fulfillment. That's why the high of success, like getting a promotion or a big applause, feels like eating candy. It's sweet for a moment, but then you are craving more. And over time, you need bigger and bigger wins just to feel something, like drinking more coffee, but still feeling sluggish. Here's another kicker. Psychology shows we are more afraid of losing what we have than excited about gaining something new. This is called loss aversion. Losing your job or status hurts way more than getting a new title feels good. And let's not forget the comparison trap. We are always measuring ourselves against others. Our coworker get a raise, our friends giving tech talks while we are just chilling. It's exhausting and keeps us stuck in a never-ending race. So, what's the fix? The author says it's not about adding more to your life, it's about subtracting less but better. Cut out the unnecessary stuff, toxic relationships, pointless goals, endless hustle. Focus on what really matters, like family, inner peace, or your spiritual growth. Instead of asking, what do I have? Try asking, who do I want to be? That shift moves you from chasing achievement to building a life with purpose. Here's a cool idea. Instead of a bucket list, make a reverse bucket list. Write down what you are done with, like no more pointless networking events, no more chasing likes or applause, no more letting my job define my worth. This less is more approach isn't just about simplifying, it's about refining your life. Greatness doesn't mean being famous or rich. It's about finding richness in the small stuff, helping a friend, teaching a kid, serving your community. Stop asking, what can I get? And start asking, what can I give? That's how you return to what truly matters and live a freer, more meaningful life. 5. Face the fact that life has an end. This one's heavy, but stick with me. Thinking about death can actually save your life. Sounds intense, right? Do you really want to live forever? Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift has this wild story about a group of people who never die. Sounds amazing at first, but here's a catch. They still age. They get sick, lose their sight, their hearing, and by age 80, the government declares them legally dead. They can't own property, work, or do anything meaningful. They are stuck in nursing homes, ignored and miserable. Gulliver realized immortality isn't a gift, it's a curse. This story reminds us that life's limits give it meaning. Tolstoy once said something like, "The worst part of death is that you can't fix the hurt you cause or make up for the kindness you didn't show. So, live like you are ready to go at any moment with no regrets." Imagine this is your last year, your last month at work. What would you do differently? What's on your to-do list now? Philosopher Martin Heidegger said, crises, like illness or loss, wake us up to what really matters. We are so busy with daily routines that we forget to ask, who am I? Why am I here? Accepting that life ends doesn't make you gloomy. It frees you. It helps you let go of chasing endless success and focus on what's real. Relationships, personal growth, inner peace. When you know time is limited, every moment feels more precious. You start making choices that align with your true value, not just what looks good on paper. Try this. Every month, take a quiet Sunday afternoon and ask yourself, if I had 1 year left, how would I spend this month? Maybe you will call a friend, spend more time with family, or just sit and reflect. It's not about chasing big goals. It's about finding depth in the everyday. That's how you live a life that feels full, not just busy. 6. Build your happiness network. Here's the secret to happiness. It's not about falling in love. It's about staying in love. And not just romantic love, but what psychologists call companionate love. That's the steady, reliable kinds of love, built on relationship, trust, and commitment. The author shared how he chased his wife like crazy, only to learn that real happiness comes from liking each other, not just loving each other. His wife isn't just his partner, she's his best friend. Study in the Journal of Happiness Studies. back this up. People who see their spouse as their best friend are way happier in their marriages. Companionship lasts through tough times because it's rooted in friendships, not just passion. And this doesn't just apply to romance. It's about all your relationships. Think of your connections like a forest called Pando in Utah. It looks like thousands of trees, but they are all part of one giant root system that survives storm and pests. Because they are connected. Humans are the same. We thrive on relationships, not isolated achievements. Success might come from competition, but happiness comes from connection. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a silent killer. Research says it's as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day, worse than obesity. It's linked to heart disease, depression, even dementia. As we hit our 50s and beyond, our social circles often shrink. If we don't actively nurture relationships, we risk isolation. In the first half of life, we often build networks for career or status. But in the second half, we need real, not string-attached friendships. People we can grow old with. How do you build that? Be honest. Show up and don't make it about what you can get out of it. Call an old friend, write a letter, grab coffee with someone you have lost touch with. It might feel awkward at first, but it's never too late to rebuild. The author suggests keeping 3 types of people in your life. First, people who love you. They support you no matter what, making you feel safe and valued. Second, people who keep you honest. They tell you the truth, even when it's tough, to help you grow. Third, people who need you, not because you are big shot, but because you care and listen, like mentoring a kid or helping a neighbor. These connections are your Pando roots. They ground you and give you meaning. To make them stick, get regular times to meet or call friends, like a weekly coffee or monthly catch-up. Do stuff together. Go for walks, cook, volunteer, share experience, build stronger bonds than just texting. And here's the big one. Your life's deepest joy comes not from what you achieve, but from how you make others feel. Be someone who shelters others, like those Pando trees. You don't need to be a hero. Just listen, care, and show up. And that's a wrap for today. What did you take away from this? Maybe try writing that reverse buckle list or calling an old friend this week. If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe and share it with someone who might need a little inspiration. Here's to living better one step at a time. Catch you next time for more on restarting your life. Stay well, stay joyful, and see you soon.